What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 91 of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. Happy Thanksgiving, dude.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I know it's probably going to be a little bit late for all of our listeners.
Well, you know, whatever.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone else. Whether you celebrate it or not. Got a lot to be thankful for. This is going to be going on year 2 here soon.
Yeah, coming up on year 3 here shortly.
Yeah.
So, obviously, huge shout-outs to our entire community. Thank you so much. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you all week in and week out. And, yeah. It's been great.
What are we doing today?
We are doing the 100% definitive tier list of every Pokemon. No, that's not true.
Every Pokemon is
mostly every Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl.
That's a lot of Pokemon.
Just like 493. It's not that many. Now, if you want to transition for me,
we'll get this put up on screen for everyone.
and then scroll up for me.
So I was hiding this. There is
every not fully evolved mon that isn't useful is up there.
Yeah.
So
plus also duplicates. There was a lot of duplicates in this tier list, so we kind of got rid of them.
Like, if you scroll back up real quick, we also have, like, the Rotom forms. Probably just going to talk about them generically.
Yeah.
Just as, like, we have Rotom Wash in the tier list, and we'll probably rank all the Rotoms accordingly, but for the most part, that's the only one. All your Mythicals are up there. All your Restricteds are as well.
Because we all know they're good.
Yeah. If you look at the ones that are actually viable in this game, you have Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia. All of them are pretty decent.
Yep.
Now allow 1 and or 2 based on the format, and it's like pretty
nuts.
slated. I'd be interested since like Jirachi and Mew are so accessible into this to play a restricted format where they're legal.
That'd be cool.
There are, I know it's in the code, be able to access Darkrai and Shaman as well, and the Arceus event is coded in as well, but it's none of them are turned on right now. Like, you need either I think if you access the area, you can do the events, but like for Arceus, because it's on Spirit Pillar, you need the item, and the item is not obtainable naturally.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have your Manaphy egg as well. So,
yep, hatched that, and
like,
you get that.
Adding those 4 into VGC would also be cool, just for like one format.
Be cool. Be interesting to look at.
It'd be like, all right, how many different Arceus teams are there?
Oh,
all of
wait,
them.
All of them.
But so basically, we're gonna be going through every fully evolved Pokemon and ranking them. As you see, we also have our not fully evolved tier list here as well, which just ranks like, those are mons that you could potentially play, but there are probably better versions of them available.
Mm-hmm.
The one we'll probably touch on a little bit is probably like Murkrow, maybe P2 and Dusclops, because they're very similar. And then probably not Pikachu, but like Light Ball is a thing, so you have to...
You always have to consider it, yeah.
So, are we just starting by the decks and going?
Well, yeah, we can just start by the decks and go up. So,
Venu.
Kanto starters. Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard. What are you thinking?
I think Charizard is better than Venusaur. I think Blastoise is probably on par with Charizard. And I'm thinking they're probably like a B.
I was about to say, I don't put them any higher.
Honestly, I think all 3 of them are probably B tier.
Yeah.
My big thing is, like, when you're talking about Sun teams in this format, you do still have Torkoal, you have Venusaur, you have Ninetales, you have Charizard. But you also add in, like, a physical attacker in the form of Victory Bell, which I think is something that the Sun core has been missing.
Yeah.
So adding in your Victory Bell over Venusaur makes a lot of sense, but I'm not sure how actually good that is. I've played against it a couple different times, and it's like, oh, yeah, I just either turn off the weather, get rid of it, or not really worry about it, and then Victory Bell is still kind of a threat, but, it's not nearly as threatening when it isn't as fast.
Yeah, the big thing is the, like, base speed versus Venusaur, I feel like, and that's going to be, like, the big determiner of, like, how good Venusaur is. Venusaur's at base 80. Victory Bell is what? base 70.
So I mean, like, there is a difference there.
Yeah.
But you're also looking at 105 and 100 on your attack stats. You're also less bulky than Venusaur, if I remember correctly.
Venusaur.
Yeah, 83 defense, 100 special defense. So, like, especially you hit just as hard, but you also take more damage. Your HP stats the same, but
like you're just losing out on that defensive bulk. But like you said, it is a physical attacker versus a special attacker, and usually these Sun teams are full of special attackers. So it's kind of just either or. It's like pick your poison. I feel like it's not like good or bad. It's just whichever one you like more.
So honestly, I think you could probably throw Victory Bell up in that same vein as Venusaur. These fit a very, very similar role.
Yeah, they all do the same kind of thing, just opposite ends of the damage spectrum.
And then, like, if you want to go a step farther, things like Vileplume are also kind of in that same vein, but I think Vileplume is just a worse version of Venusaur because it is going to be slower and less bulky. I don't think you moved it up, actually.
I don't think I did either. Where are you?
I see Cradilly. I see Breloom. I don't see it on here, dude.
It's on here somewhere. I know it's on here because I had it on here the first time.
Yep. I know you did too. Well, we'll get to it when we get to
we'll
it.
Find it eventually.
It'll be fine. Let's see. Butterfree. Probably not very good.
I would put this like C or D, honestly.
I think it is better than Beedrill, but that's not really saying much. Pidgeot, it has access to Tailwind.
Yes, it does, but it's not very fast.
Faster than Butterfree? Which, like, Butterfree also has Sleep Powder, and it has... Pidgeot's 101. That's actually way faster than I thought it was.
That's way faster than I thought it was, yeah.
I think I was looking yesterday when I was building the Azus Miracle team at, like, Tailwinders, and I think it's, like, one of the fastest ones. I think, like, Aerodactyl is faster.
Aerodactyl, Crobat are the big ones that come to mind, because they're both 130.
Mm-hmm.
Pidgeot's 101, which is fairly, fairly fast.
You want to type in Tailwind there for me?
Yeah.
We can just actually look. Tailwind.
So Aerodactyl, Crobat, the Lottie Twins, and then Pidgeot.
Huh. Okay. So I mean, top 5.
Top 5 isn't bad. The problem
is like Pidgeot doesn't do anything else.
Yeah.
It sets Tailwind, which like
cool.
Its bulk isn't very great. Its attacking sets also aren't very great. If this was Mega Pidgeot, we could actually talk about it, but I think it's actually, like, I think it's worse than Butterfree. That might be a hot take, but Butterfree has Rage Powder and it has Sleep Powder.
That is true.
I think they're both probably D tier.
Yeah, like, if you're going to play a Tailwind setter, you're not playing one of these.
Oh, no.
Like, you're playing these because you have other roles to fill, not just Tailwind.
Yep.
What even does Eradicate do for you?
Guts, Facade, and you're fast. You have access to Sucker Punch.
Like...
That's literally it.
How fast are we? 97? That's not terrible.
81 attack is also not awful.
We do have, like, you have the potential, like, for Hustle.
Yeah, Hustle or Guts. Like, both are fine. Both kind of lock you into, like, a certain item. Hustle, you can play Focus Sash on Eradicate, which would be good, because, like, Hustle, Sucker Punch seems fine.
Yeah.
But, like, you also have the chance to miss on Hustle. So
yeah.
It's probably, like, D.
Yeah.
It's like, my bar is, could you potentially put this on a team and have that team function? And with Beedrill, it's just like, no, it doesn't do anything.
No, it just doesn't do anything.
Whereas, like, at least with Eradicate, you could say,
like,
yeah,
it
has a very niche role. Firo, I literally have no idea what this thing's doing.
Sniper? Is that that's the hidden ability.
Yeah, but Drill Peck doesn't have high crit ratio.
Drill Run
does any stab move? It doesn't get slash. I don't think this is very good. Yeah.
Sky Attack.
I didn't know that was high crit. So you could be Power Herb, Sky Attack, Sniper, Firo. But then you don't have Razor Claw, which is really what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, are you really going to be clicking Sky Attack? No, I don't.
As a flying type, though, getting Drill Run's kind of cool.
Agreed. It's It's better than Beedrill.
It is better than Beedrill.
Alright, let's talk about natural Pokemon Arbok.
Okay.
This thing has Glare, it has Intimidate. Those are both really good things. You're okay when it comes to like speed stat, right? You're like 80?
Arbok, I think it's 80.
Yeah, okay. So like decent speed, decent attack stat, 95. The problem is like you have basically no bulk.
Mm-hmm.
And as an Intimidator, you want to be able to switch in and out. So not the best Intimidator, but like Intimidate by itself just kind of bumps it up a whole tier.
Yeah.
If you want my honest opinion. So
Like,
yeah, it's probably like a C.
It's probably about a C. Like, you're not the fastest thing. You hit hard enough. I expect fairy types to be really, really popular though. Like,
yeah,
because there's just so few, but they're so powerful in this.
So you also have like Poison Jab. I wonder how much you could actually do with like, Poison Jab. We don't get Cross Poison, right? We just. What's our best poison stab? Oh, we get Coil too.
Yeah, we get Coil. We get Coil. So you can do like follow me Coil things. Gunk Shot, Poison Jab, Poison
like,
Fang.
Coil Gunk Shot actually seems.
That seems nuts.
Yeah, I actually kind of am on board with this.
Like, that actually seems really nuts.
The problem is, again, you have like no bulk though.
Well, that's what follow me's for.
Yeah, true. So like Coil, Gunk Shot, Protect, Glare.
That seems
Is
fine.
that enough?
That seems fine.
You could drop Protect since you have Redirection on this team. What other physical attacks do we get?
You get like Crunch for like psychic
EQ.
types. You get EQ.
Fire Fang. Do we get Ice Fang?
Yep.
So Ice Fang so we can hit the ground types that threaten us. Rock Slide as well. Sucker Punch? Okay, so like this thing actually has a decent move pool. I just wish it was like had good stats.
Thunderfang.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is probably like a solid C.
Yeah, this is like a good, like, if you're going to play the draft league, this is the
You're
perfect draft league
literally
intimidator.
reading my mind.
This is the perfect draft league intimidator,
Like,
right?
If this was in Sword and Shield, I would be all over this for draft league.
100%.
Yeah.
So many good freaking Dynamax moves.
Yeah. Even like a non-Dynamax draft league, I think this thing could actually be insane.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of all about Arbok. I want to work on this.
This is kind of cool. Raichu.
Lightning Rod's busted. Fake Out's busted. Nuzzle's busted.
Like,
I think this is probably an easy A.
Easy A, you think so? A lot of what Raichu does is cool. It's just not as good, I feel like, in this format, where we're just like Garchomp and all these other big ground types are just like super popular because they're super powerful.
At the same time, like Rotom is fairly good. So being able to hey, you missed a couple.
Yeah.
So like being able to switch in on like a Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch or a Discharge seems fine. Obviously your other mon is still going to get hit off a Discharge. But like that's fine. Having access to Nuzzle is pretty good as well because people are like status conditions are actually really huge in this format.
Yeah, there's no Tapu Fini to save your butt.
No, there's no terrain setter period. Like there's
no ability terrain setters.
Correct. You can manually set. I played against Grassy Terrain Executor the other day.
There's Meganium does it too, grassy terrain stuff. So there's still terrain, it's just not as prevalent, and it's harder to get going.
I don't want to say Raichu is like S tier, but I do think it is very good.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's pretty underutilized right now. So like,
I just think there's not enough electric types running around to warrant it right now.
That's the big thing. Is like if Lightning Rod becomes more important, then
Raichu's value goes up.
Like if people are starting to spec to beat Togekiss more with things like electric types, such as your Rotoms and stuff, then Raichu could be more viable. But as is, I think it's just good.
Let's knock out these ground types here. Just kind of put them in places.
Sandslash is trash.
Yeah, it just doesn't. Do anything.
If you need a Sandrush mon, play literally anything else.
Life Orbs in Gen 4, right?
Correct.
So we get to do Sheer Force things still.
Yeah, they're probably like C tiers.
Yeah, they're probably fine.
I think Nidoking is slightly better.
It depends on what you want. Like Nidoking, like the same pretty much overall. Just bulks better on Nidoqueen than Nidoking.
Yep. So like Nidoking's hitting harder. That's literally.
It's like the literally trade off.
Clefable's easy A tier.
Yeah, this is easy.
It's super bulky. You have bulk, you have Follow Me, you have Magic Guard, so you automatically are able to slap on Life Orb and hit hard.
Yep.
I just think this thing's really good.
Did they port stored power over into?
That's not an new move, right?
I don't know. I was making sure it's in
Yep.
this. Yeah, so you could do shenanigans with that.
Yeah.
On Clefable for sure.
If this was like OU tier list, this would be S tier.
Yeah.
If we were doing singles, yeah.
Singles OU, 100% S tier. This thing's nuts. Ninetales.
It's the less optimal Sunsetter, but it's still a Sunsetter.
I think like C is fine. Like you're wanting to play like
slap a Focus Sash on it, hit a Hypnosis, get lucky. It's fine. I would rather play Torkoal.
Yep.
Wigglytuff has access to competitive.
That's what I was about to check. It's like, what is this? What are these abilities on this thing?
Probably like a C tier.
Yeah, like it's competitive, but I feel like Intimidate's gonna be like
it's fine,
harder to like punish people with.
The big thing is like if people are running around belly drumming with Snorlax and Azumarill, Intimidate doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh no, you lowered me from 4 times to 3.5. You're still dead.
Oh no, yeah, like you're still gonna get blown up.
Oh no, I'm not 8 times my normal attack. I'm only 7 times.
Yeah. Parasect, I feel like just
you have Dry Skin, you have Spore.
Like
Dry Skin gives you a water immunity, is that right?
Yes.
Because you heal off of it.
You absorb all the water type attacks that are attacked into you.
But like past that, you have multiple 4 times weaknesses, and you're frail as all get out. So,
yeah, you are not very bulky.
Yep. Cool.
Actually, you're better than I thought. You're just really, really slow.
Yeah, you're better than Beedrill.
Better than Beedrill.
Honestly, you could probably still slap this in F tier, and no one would bat an eye. Cool. Venomoth, I have no idea what this thing is.
Venomoth.
You have compound eyes?
I think so.
Is that it? Is that like its saving grace?
Is that the thing it does? It does. No, it doesn't have that. His shield does Tinted Lens or Wonder Skin.
What is Wonder Skin?
Status moves are 50% accurate when used against this Pokemon.
Garbage.
Tinted Lens means that your not very effective attacks deal double damage.
So they're normally effective?
Yeah.
You have Bug Buzz. You have Baton Pass. Quiver Dance is like the best thing this is doing. I'm kind of off it.
Yeah, this doesn't seem very good.
It's probably like a D tier. It's better than Parasect.
Parasect, I think, has Spore, doesn't it?
Yeah, like that's literally Parasect's saving grace.
Like that's better than what Venomoth's doing. Like Venomoth.
Is it better than Quiver Dance? Is Spore better than Quiver Dance?
In my opinion, yeah.
Like, sure, I Quiver Dance. All right, now you're asleep.
Like.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's not very good. Why are we debating this? Dugtrio has Arena Trap. That's its saving grace.
Dugtrio is actually very one of the fastest Pokemon in this format.
Yeah, you have Bulldoze, but you don't have any weakness policies. Like you and I were talking about this earlier. Not having weakness policy means I just don't have to think and
you
just punch.
Blow things up. Which I think Dugtrio is going to be fine. It's just like, oh, you're playing Electric type, haha.
Oh no. You don't have Levitate?
I think Arena Trap's actually going to be like viable in this format because there's a lot of pivoting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually like a meaningful thing to have now.
But the counterpoint to that is because there's a lot of pivoting, there's a lot of Volt Switch and U-turn as well. So like,
well, you don't have to worry about Volt Switch. If like you just like
true.
You just predict and then just like, oh, here's my
gotcha.
Here's my Lightning Rod and my Dugtrio.
Yep.
You're not going anywhere.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I
think it's B tier.
It is better than Arbok.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is it because it lines up well against Arbok? Is that the real reason?
No. The base 120 speed's just really really.
It's really good.
Persian Golduck.
Fake out. That I don't think it's very good.
I don't even know what this thing does.
You have Swift Swim. That's what I got, man.
We only have Politoed and Pelipper.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that as an option for Swift Swim.
It's not very good.
What does Primeape do?
We have Anger Point.
We've looked at this before, right? We've looked at Primeape a bunch. And we talked about it before.
Oh, you have Defiant.
Yeah, it's Defiant. Right, cool. That's what it was. That's what it was.
This is at least as good this is at least better than Wigglytuff.
I think it's at least a B. Because you're also fast, right?
95 is actually pretty
your base
decent.
95. You're actually
so
fast.
So imagine if Zacian, like this is basically the Zacian of this game, right?
You get to go.
You come in and you go to +1 because they intimidate you.
Jolly 252 gets you to 161, which
is not terrible.
It's not terrible at all.
So 161 with a scarf puts you to 240, 241.
Yes.
So, like, that's actually real fast.
Choice Scarf, Defiant, Primeape.
Close combat them.
Blow them up.
EQ. We have Encore as
we have
well?
Night Slash. Do we have U-Turn? Heck yes.
Alright, this is actually pretty sick. I'm kind of about this. The problem is, like, if you're getting Defiant boosted, you don't want to U-turn out, but then you just like, click Earthquake.
Yeah, like, if U-turn is, if they're, like, double flying types or something like that, like, they predicted you coming in, and you're just like, oh, well, I need out.
Yeah, I actually like this quite a bit. I haven't ran into it, and now I'm excited to play with it.
I'm not sure.
Could also
I think Poison Jab's better than Night Slash.
Poison Jab means you get to hit the fairies.
Do we have a steel coverage move instead?
You get Iron Tail, I think, is the only steel coverage.
Ew.
Low kick. You get Outrage, which is cool.
Ew. Why Iron Tail? We don't even have a tail.
Mankey does. That's
I
why.
know Mankey does.
That's literally why. Because Mankey can learn it, therefore Primeape can.
Yeah.
I don't think Primeape can actually learn the TM for it. I genuinely have no idea.
Let's get Rock Slide.
I don't really care enough to look. I think Primeape's cool. Is it better than Charizard? Probably not, to be honest with you.
I think it is.
Strictly on the back of Defiant?
Yeah.
And like you're fast. Yeah, you probably talked me into it. Arcanine's one of your best intimidators. This is probably S tier.
I wouldn't call it S. I think there's better intimidators in this format than Arcanine.
It's easily A tier for sure.
Yeah, it's an easy A. I don't know if it's not quite S.
I don't actually think we need to go that deep into Arcanine.
No, everybody knows what Arcanine does.
Have you played Incineroar? Okay, it's really similar.
It's very, very similar. You're
fast in Sin, and you're not weak to fighting.
You just don't have the good pivots like Incineroar does.
You don't have Parting Shot, but you have Snarl. So,
how many of these trade Evos can we knock out here?
Probably all of them. Gengar's actually insane.
Yeah, we're saving Gengar to the end, but Poliwrath I feel like is decent.
Yes,
like
Swift Swim.
Like it's the same goal, same with Gold. Like it's just not enough.
You're a physical Swift Swimmer, which is relevant, but is it?
Not really.
So no. Zam, you have
Zam's...
Magic Guard, so like you can Life Orb people.
I think so.
You also have Magic Bounce, which is relevant for singles.
Magic Guard, Synchronize, Inner Focus.
Inner Focus is cool, but I would rather have Magic Guard.
Yeah.
It's probably like a B tier.
Yeah, it's a decent B. It's same kind of thing with the Nug Trio. It's like it's base 120. It's really, really fast.
And you punch things really hard. Machamp is garbage.
Yeah, get out of here.
Golem, you have Sturdy.
I haven't seen Golem in forever, so I actually don't know what it does.
You have Rockhead, you have Sturdy. You have Sandvale? That's a weird one. Like, you just...
I just don't know.
You can set Stealth Rocks, take a hit, and then blow up. That's the best I got.
I don't like that at all. Get out of here. Gengar.
Gengar is probably A.
Yeah, Gengar's powerful.
Gengar's actually a really good check to Togekiss.
Yeah.
I haven't played with or against it, but, like, people on one of the servers was talking about, like, Specs Gengar, and, like, Shadow Ball just does a chunk to everything. Poison, or Sludge Bomb just also chunks things. I played against a, Sludge Wave Nidoqueen the other day, next to Togekiss, and they knocked out their own Togekiss.
Applause. 178
is actually pretty decent.
It's really good.
So if that's our case, our special attack is maxed 182, so we get to 273 with specs.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, that's max.
The only thing I wish we had is Levitate.
Yep. If you actually look at like special attacks though, we have Will-O-Wisp, which is something technically. Dazzling Gleam is fine.
Got
Psychic,
Gleam,
Sludge Wave, or Sludge Bomb.
Focus Blast, Energy Ball.
I'm never putting... Shadow Ball, obviously, for stab.
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt is also just good. Like, Gengar has a lot of things working for it, and because this format is less powerful...
Oh, Giga Drain. That's the other one.
Giga Drain. I would probably rather have Energy Ball.
I think Energy Ball's just better, but...
You do more damage.
It just depends on what you want to do with it.
In worst case scenario, you blow up on them.
Yep. Sometimes that's all you need.
I probably would rather play Destiny Bond.
Yeah. Let's knock out some of these wonky ones here. Farfetch'd. I'm just gonna put you down here.
Sorry, buddy. You're just
you
have Defiant, and you're just not good enough.
Yeah, just nothing.
You're no Primeape.
Tentacruel, I feel like it's a decent.
I actually don't even know what Tentacruel does.
It's Clear Body.
You don't have Weakness Pulse anymore, so you can't bulldoze next to it.
Liquid Ooze and Rain Dish.
Alright, so
is there like some weird
you can like
Aqua
leftovers, Aqua Ring, Protect, Rain Dish. Do we get Toxic?
Well, yeah, it's a TM in this game.
But does everything gain access to it again?
Not everything gains access to it again, but I'm pretty sure we should get it. We don't see it. Wow.
Type it in for me. Maybe we're just overlooking it. No.
It just doesn't get it.
Alright, Tentacruel's garbage.
Yep, nope, get it out of here.
D.
It was already in D.
Yeah, F. Drop it. Rapidash is fast. It's a fast physical fire type. You have Flash Fire as it's not very good, but it is something you can do. You also have Flame Body. Interesting.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, D tier is probably about right. Slowbro is really bulky. Sets Trick Room. It's probably obviously it's worse than Crest because you have more weaknesses.
Yeah.
But you also have Yawn, which is super relevant. The thing is Cresselia is going to be offensive under Trick Room some of the times because you have this Calm Mindset running around, which I played last week. That video was absurd. Go watch it. Smeargle's busted.
Smeargle's busted. We're going to talk about Smeargle later.
We'll get there when we get there. Smeargle is absolutely absurd, and Cress is just as good.
Yep.
But yeah, Slowbro's fine. I've played against it a couple different times, and every time I have, it's just all right, I need to be aware of what this thing can do.
Dodrio.
I have no idea what Dodrio does, so it's probably not good. Yep, nothing.
Nope.
Dugong, also probably nothing. I think you have Rain Dish.
Ice Body.
Oof.
Yeah, Ice Body. Hydration, Thick Fat.
Oh, Hydration, that's what it was.
Yeah, Hydration, Thick Fat, and Ice Body.
Yeah, pretty garbage.
You're kind of bulky, but not really.
I wouldn't call 80s bulky.
I mean, in this format, I do.
Why can't this be a Lowland Rock?
Because that'd be nuts.
It actually would be good in this format. It's probably not good. We have Poison Touch.
Yeah.
Is that the best thing we get?
Stench, Sticky Hold, Poison Touch. Yep.
So we can do our bulk is actually not terrible. 100 special defense with 105 HP is not bad. 105 attack is okay. We can do we can put on Black Sludge. We can does Poison Touch stack with chances to poison?
Yep, I'm assuming so.
So Poison Jab has a 60% chance?
The Pokemon's contact moves have a 30% chance of poisoning, so that would be 30% there and then 30% from Poison Jab.
I'm sure it checks those independently of each other though.
Yeah. They're not it's not 60% together. Okay. It's a 30% roll and a 30% roll.
Which comes out to it's 57%.
Something like that. It's like Rock Slide.
It's close, but no cigar. Rock Slide doesn't count because it doesn't make contact. It's just
well, no, I meant it's the rolls for Rock Slide.
So Poison Jab, we don't get knockoff anymore. That's really unfortunate.
Power Up Punch is kind of cool.
I just want to blow things up. Just explosion.
Shadow Sneak.
Oh, Rock Tomb's cool.
Rock Tomb is cool.
We also have Fling, so we can Toxic Orb people.
That's nice. I like that.
It's probably not good, but it is something we can do.
Yeah, I like it in D.
Yeah, it's better than Parasect.
Yeah, that's our new bar.
Literally, it's alright, Beedrill is really bad, and we've just power crept F tier to Cloyster. You have Skill Link. You can Shell Smash people. This is probably a C.
I don't know if it's that good.
I would, dude. If you're being able to pair this thing with Smeargle, this is actually something I was gonna work on this week. Was Cloyster and just Shell Smash, Shell Smash plus just a Life Orb, Icicle Crash or Icicle Spear, just smack people. Is it good? Probably not. Am I gonna do it anyway? 100%.
Oh yeah. Kingler.
It's really
garbage.
bad.
Hypno, get out of here.
I actually don't even know what Hypno does.
Good question.
Is a physical psychic type? Oh, it's not even physical. This is just garbage.
Just bulky.
We have Inner Focus. Yeah, this thing's not very good.
No.
I don't see any reason to ever play Hypno.
Electrode, you are probably one of the fastest.
Second fastest, I think.
You're the second fastest in the game, but like probably like the fastest playable one, because I honestly don't see people playing Ninjask and doubles.
Yeah, probably not. You can baton pass with it. That's literally all you're doing with Ninjask.
At that point, just play Joy Scarf.
Yep. I got nothing for this thing.
Yeah.
You're a fast explosion. That's literally like...
You are a fast explosion. You could probably do screens. It probably gets... I think it's access to both screens.
It's probably better than Parasect. Only because it's fast. That's like literally the bar. It's like, it's fast.
It is very fast. It's
Eggy's great.
Yeah, Eggy's great.
I would put it probably below Slowbro. But like, I think it is definitely like a B tier. The more I look at this, the more I want to push like Charizard and Blastoise into A.
We could do that.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Marowak.
It's bad.
Lightning Rod.
You're already immune. You're not getting a boost off of Lightning Rod.
Not doing anything.
I would rather play Raichu as my Lightning Rod Mon.
These guys have Fake Out.
Is that enough to put them into D tier, though?
I think it is enough to put them in a D. Like
you also have Mach Punch on Hitmonchan. Iron Fist is fine. You also have Inner Focus on Hitmonchan.
I believe that's the other one. Yeah.
Okay, so like immune to Fake Out's good. Immune to Intimidate is fine, but like honestly, you have pretty decent bulk. 110 special defense is pretty good. Problem is you have 50 HP.
Yeah.
It's no Hitmontop, but
no, Intimidate is what makes Hitmontop really good.
Yeah, it's fine. Wheezing is honestly super underrated.
I think it's at least B, if not higher.
And like that's ignoring the combo potential it has and everything else. I honestly think so many mons are dependent on their abilities in this game that Wheezing just saying no is a huge swing in their advantage.
No, like there's no real downside to playing Wheezing because you just build the team without abilities.
Yep.
And then Wheezing just turns off abilities for your opponent.
If you haven't watched it, go watch Tuesday's laddering video from last week. I played Wheezing Slaking, and it was like that wasn't even the part of the team that impressed me, but it was still good. Mama Kanga has Fake Out and it's Stab, and it also has Last Resort and Silk Scarf. That's all you need. Just punch people.
Also Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it's fine.
Get out of here to Lightning Rod Watermon.
That's also physical.
Yeah, get out of here. What do?
You have Analytic.
But you're fast. I remember this. You have Analytic, but you're fast.
It's really weird.
Like, you have Analytic, but you're 115. Yeah.
It's like, you're a Trick Room Mon that wants to be fast.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
100 special attack's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, you need to talk me through this one. This is something I know you've been doing. Why?
So, both screens access plus Fake Out. It's a Psychic Fairy type, so it covers, just has a bunch of decent resists and whatnot.
The reason this is actually an A tier is because you can breed Fake Out onto Infernape with it. That's the reason. I don't care what you're going to argue. That's the only good thing Mr. Mime is able to do.
So you get to do filter things, so you can just be bulky and not take a whole ton of damage.
Yeah, 65 defense is like pretty middling, but you also have like 120 special defense and filter, so you can actually live some hits.
Like, then you get to do your screens, and you get like all these other support moves that you have access to. You get to do Trick Room things. You can do Sucker Punch things.
Yeah, it seems fine. I don't hate it. Probably not something I'm going to play with, but yeah, it seems fine.
Like, Smeargle just does this job better if you ever wanted to do that, obviously. But Smeargle does every job pretty much better.
That's not true. It's not offensive. That's literally the one thing Smeargle has against it.
Jinx. Your favorite Pokemon. It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything, no.
Pinsir.
You have Moxie. Is that right?
I thought that's what it was. I thought it was, yeah, it's Moxie. I was about to say it has Mold Breaker too.
Meh.
But you get to Earthquake the Rotoms.
Meh.
Okay, Taurus.
Taurus is great. It's fast, it has Intimidate, it punches things hard.
Taurus is one of the fastest Pokemon in this game. It's like 115, 110.
Something like that.
So yeah.
Taurus is fine. Honestly, the biggest thing that Taurus has going for it is no more Urshifu.
Yeah. How good?
S.
You want to put it in S?
Gyarados is absurd.
Yeah.
I honestly think you can make the argument that Arcanine and Gyarados, especially together, because you do have such a good core between the two of them, should, like, you can just pair the two of them together and just be fine. Like, legitimately, if you look at the top of the tier list right now, Gyarados, Arcanine, Raichu is just a
core. Yeah,
just play it.
just run with it. I threw Lapras in F because it's sad.
But Carl, G Max Lapras,
that doesn't exist.
I know. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
I also threw Ditto into NFE because I'm not rating this thing.
Ditto is literally dependent on how powerful the format is.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not rating it, because we don't know how powerful this format is.
It's very underwhelming. Like, when you look at the power level, Smeargle is the most powerful Pokemon in this format.
You can go there.
Why?
It's bulky water type.
Okay.
You can go here. You can go here.
That one has some utility.
Like what?
Volt Absorb?
I think that's right. Volt Absorb. Yeah, Volt Absorb or Quick Feet. Like, it's fast, but
it also smacks really hard.
Like, then you're just like the whole thing about it is just like, oh, here's Raichu. Now you do nothing. You're Regieleki. But worse, because you don't have Transistor.
But you get the whole. Yeah, you're right. It's like not the worst thing I've ever played. It is better than a lot of Pokemon I've played historically. I don't think it deserves F tier. I think it is very middling D tier.
I think Butterfree is still better than this thing.
I agree.
I think Electrode's still better than this thing too.
Yeah.
These guys, your fossils.
You don't have weakness policy anymore. Almastar's bad.
Yeah, like,
you can't double kick it.
You can't double kick things anymore. This thing is a Swift Swim.
Okay, let me rephrase.
You can.
Technically, you can and get your boost, but it doesn't do anything.
If I was gonna play a physical Swift Swimmer, I think I need to play Kabutops or
it's that or Polywrath, right?
Kabutops is base 80. Polywrath is 70.
Okay, so if you do Swift Swim search for me. And sort by attack.
Oh, it's just Floatzel.
I mean, you're I mean, you're like bulkier Floatzel.
But you just try to play Floatzel, right?
I don't know. You technically hit harder than Floatzel, and you're not as frail.
Yeah.
I don't.
Your base 80. You have to go max to make sure you outspeed stuff.
You get to 290.
Yeah.
In rain. Like, that's a very good number. You don't need to be that fast.
If teams are running Tailwind, you do.
I honestly think I can count on one hand the number of Tailwind teams I've played against.
That's because
which honestly is very surprising.
That's because no one's playing with Murkrow yet.
I don't think Murkrow's good.
I think Murkrow's great.
I'll be the first to say it. I don't think Murkrow's very good. It's better than Poliwrath.
I'll put you with the rest of the Swift Swimmers. That's just your hope. Get up here.
Is just going to be a bunch of water types that have access to Swift Swim.
Get up here, Aerodactyl. You're at least one of the better Tailwind setters in this format.
You have Tailwind. You have Rock Head.
Yeah.
Do we get Head Smash yet? Is that a thing we can do?
I don't know.
You also have Unnerve, which actually is not...
Unnerve is the big thing, I think.
I don't see Head Smash. This game's garbage.
Nope. No Head Smash.
Alright, garbage.
You get to do fast bulldoze things. You get to do roost and stuff like that.
Yeah, you also have, like, Iron Head, Rock Slide. Stab Rock Slide still hurts. Honestly, this might be one of those mons I play Stone Edge on instead.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
No.
Snorlax is probably the best Trick Room sweeper in the game. If you want me to be honest. Like, Cresselia, Snorlax is absurd.
I'm looking through the rest to just double check. Make sure that I'm not missing anybody.
Torkoal is debatable.
Torkoal's debatable, but that's like on the special axis. Like for a physical sweeper, I think Snorlax is the best.
Like what was good for Rhyperior was Dynamax plus weakness policy, and Snorlax. You lead Crest Snorlax, click fake. You click Belly Drum Trick Room. They can only fake out one of your mons.
They can only stop one.
And like whatever they don't stop, you just get to do next turn instead.
Yep.
Like sure, you used fake out onto my Crest. I have an active Snorlax down. Now I protect and set Trick Room.
Yeah, Snorlax is at least an A. Could argue for S for sure.
The birds. I have not played against a single one of them, but I think that's underrated because Zapdos is actually decent. I think on BST total alone, these are probably D tier. I think Zapdos is probably like probably like the second best electric type in this format. Probably third. I'd probably have Rotom Wash above it.
Yeah, I put Rotom Wash above this thing because Rotom just is nuts.
I think it's probably Rotom plus Raichu, then Zapdos.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Dragonite is fine. You have Inner Focus still. You're still immune to Intimidate. You have Multi-Scale if you need it. You can't max Airstream anymore to make yourself faster, and that could be a problem, but Dragonite's still fine.
Dragonite's base 90?
Yes. Don't quote me on that.
I think that's right.
I don't know. Base 80.
Has to be 80 then, right? No, not Poliwhirl.
Not Poliwhirl. Really close.
Base
80. You're fine.
Yeah, you're not.
You also have really good bulk and you hit like a truck, so.
Yeah.
Meganium, I've tried it. It's really bad. Nate, I don't know how you do it, buddy. I seriously have tried.
This is something you're working on.
Yup. Let me tell you. It feels good to be able to click Eruption. That's literally like its redeeming factor. You're just as fast as Charizard, but you have Eruption.
I don't know what Feraligatr does.
Sheer Force.
Oh yeah.
You smack things.
You smack things real hard, right?
I think you're better than Nidoking.
Like you smack things real hard, right?
How hard does Nidoking hit? We're talking 105 versus 90? 102. Technically better.
Most of the time you're running special because
I want to look at your stats here. So we're 85, 183 on Feraligatr bulk.
81, 77, 75.
So we're bulkier on Feraligatr?
85 special attack versus 79. It's like 6
we don't
points.
care about special attack though. 78 speed versus Nidoking's what?
Nidoking is 85.
Okay, so like we're slower, but we're also bulkier. And we're physical, so...
What physical moves do you get to run with Sheer Force?
Liquidation? Dragon Dance? Dragon Dance Feraligatr?
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Okay, but Carl, hear me out.
We get to run Ice Punch.
Rock Slide.
If we could hit an Iron Tail, that'd be cool.
Waterfall.
Waterfall.
Cool. Yeah, this thing's awesome.
So we get to do Waterfall. Get to do like Ice Fang or Ice Punch, whichever one you want to play.
Probably Punch because it's 100% accurate and more powerful. And like you're not getting a freeze or a flinch on it, so it doesn't really matter. You can play Rock Slide and just because like the problem is
I'm trying to find a ground type move like
you have Earthquake, which is just fine.
This is not gonna get boosted.
Yeah, it's whatever though.
Where's my
Oh, we get Aqua Jet too. That's actually really interesting. I didn't realize we got Aqua Jet. You can play Crunch to deal with Cress.
I like that actually. I like that a lot.
And then probably just like Dragon Dance in this last slot.
Heck yeah.
Dragon Dance or Protect. Honestly, I'm gonna work on this. This might be I'm gonna play Typhlosion for Friday, so go check that out. Or Saturday because it's already up. Go watch it. I'm gonna work on Feraligatr for next week.
There you go.
This is probably just like worse Azumarill, but I'm really excited for it.
Tell me about Furret.
I don't like this thing.
What do we do with it?
So you have Helping Hand. You have Follow Me.
Uh-huh.
That's all I saw. It doesn't matter what else it does. It's annoying. Also, it has
Frisk. It has Frisk.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool, and I died to it twice.
You get Trick, U-Turn, Sucker Punch, Baby Doll Eyes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this thing is actually, like, its move pool is really good, except for the fact that it's Furret.
Get up here.
No. There's no way.
Follow Me is very powerful. Pairing that with a Pokemon that has Frisk, even better.
So, I played against this on Thursday. Thursday's video. I ran into it twice. And both times I died to it because I literally couldn't deal with, like, Furret.
Yep.
And like, I know that sounds absurd, but I died to Furret twice. It was because it was facilitating Azu things, but I died to Furret.
Yep.
Still not the most embarrassing thing I've lost to.
Let's knock out a couple of these Gen 2s here. Noctowl, Ladian.
Bad.
Ariados, what does it do?
Bad. You have Swords Dance, Sucker Punch?
Cool.
Do we get Swords Dance?
I don't know.
I know we get Sucker Punch. Ariados. Abilities, we have Sniper. That's actually interesting. I didn't know that. Do we have anything to actually do with it?
Swords Dance, Sucker Punch.
Toxic Spikes.
Toxic
Poison
Spikes.
Jab. Do we have any high crit moves?
Toxic,
what is this?
Toxic Thread. Lowers a target's speed by 1 and poisons it.
Dude, that's actually sick.
That's cool.
Like, I know it's, like, single target, but, like, that's still sick. I've never seen that attack before.
That's cool. Still doesn't seem...
Not very good. Crobat, you're just as good as Aerodactyl, probably.
Probably
Except you have
range.
Inner Focus, so you're immune to Fake Out.
Yeah, and plus you also have, like, access to, like, Quick Guard, so you can just, like, protect your own...
I ran into that a couple different times playing Azu, so it's like... Gonna make me do this the hard way.
Yep. Lantern feels fine. It's not... Probably not great.
It's probably worse than the Swift Swimmers.
I don't know.
You counter all the Swift Swimmers.
Yeah, but to say you counter all the Swift Swimmers.
Except for Polywrath and Kabutops because they Earthquake you. But, you know.
Speaking of Swift Swimmers, I'm just going to throw...
I think Politoed is probably A.
A? You think it's A? Like
I think
the
Politoed
weather...
and Torkoal are probably both A.
Yeah. And then Pelipper and Ninetales are probably just, like...
Yeah.
The worst weather setters, so they're B.
No, that's not true. Obama Snow exists.
Well, no, of their type.
Yeah.
Worse, not worst.
Let's see. Keep going. You're past it.
There it is. Get up here, Torkoal.
Both of these are really good. For two different reasons. Torkoal's obviously absurd because it's Torkoal. If you've played Sword and Shield VGC, you know what's going on here. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Politoed, same thing. Except it's water type.
Except it's the water one, yeah.
And you have Perish Song.
Yeah.
So you can just win end games that way, whereas Torkoal, you can possibly lose those end games because you're slow.
What does Xatu do?
You have Tailwind, you have Synchronize, you have Early Bird.
Early Bird doesn't mean anything
I mean,
to me.
if you're getting spored to death.
Cool.
It's not good.
Ampharos.
Not good.
Not good?
Nope.
F good? Bad good.
It's
good.
really bad.
Really bad.
It's probably worse than Ariados.
Blossom.
You have No, I don't even think you have Chlorophyll.
Do you have Chlorophyll?
I don't know. It's not good.
Yeah, you do.
You have Healer. You have Quiver Dance.
Yep.
That's what I got. I
Toxic.
don't know what else you want from me.
Quiver Dance, Toxic someone.
Okay. Azu's easily, like, S tier.
You think so?
100%. The amount of Azu Merrills I've played against in the last week is absurd. How many I've beaten is just as absurd.
I'm gonna snipe some of these out of here. Get out of here.
If this had Unburden, it'd be good. But it doesn't. You have Solar Power on Sunflora. It's worse. Yeah, it's really bad, Carl.
Quagsire.
It doesn't do anything.
Okay. Espeon.
It's fast. That's literally its saving grace.
D.
It's fast.
Umbreon.
Probably like B tier. It's still bulky. You have less Urshifu's running around now, so you don't have to worry about close combats. Instead, you have to worry about play rough from Azumarill.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, those really hurt.
Slowking versus Slowbro.
Slowbro's bulkier.
I think Slowbro's just on the defensive side bulkier. I think Slowking has better.
I think we had this conversation literally last week.
Yeah, we were trying to remember, and I can't remember.
I prefer Slowbro.
Yeah. Yeah, so they just literally swapped them. Slowking has the better special defense versus defense, whereas Slowro's better defense versus special defense.
They both have Calm Mind, right? Literally just slap them together. They're literally the same Pokemon.
Yeah. Just swap defenses. So if you need something defensively, special defensive...
Yeah, it depends on which hole you need. This is also very bad. Girafarig is also very bad. Fortress, I tried it. I really did, man.
Tried to make it work?
The problem is, okay, so you have Gyro Ball, you have Stab on that. You also are extremely slow. I think you get down to 33 or 40 as your like speed stat. And all that working for you, you still can't one-shot a Togekiss.
That's rough.
I tried, dude. I tried really hard. Granted, I was a bulky variant, but still, I was doing. I think no, that was the Registeel I ended up playing. It's what I turned Fortress into was Registeel.
Then you had the issue with
like you also have Overcoat, so like you don't get spored.
That's
like,
kind of nice.
Fortress has a lot working for it, and it just isn't enough, man. I want it to be good. I want this thing like. The fact that Ferrothorn no longer exists means that Fortress should be able to come back and shine. And it doesn't do anything, man, in doubles. I've tried.
Steelix.
You have Sheer Force, you have Life Orb. You have Trick Room.
Is it better than Nidoking?
No. It's probably worse than Pelipper.
You have more resistances as a Steelix.
Yeah, but you also died a Water Gun, so...
I mean, if you got, like, Gastrodon next to it, it's fine.
Yeah, you're true.
I want to put this...
I honestly think Granbull's pretty decent. I think it's worse than Tauros. I think Tauros is probably a better Intimidator.
I like Granbull because Granbull has the Fairy typing.
That is true.
Like, it's not a normal type anymore, it's a Fairy type in this game.
I still think Tauros is probably better, just because you are fast.
This is the opposite end of the spectrum. This is your Trick Room Intimidator. This is the slow
and
one.
Dude, I've played against it, and it was honestly pretty decent every time I've ran into it. But, honestly, I think to put it into A is probably too much.
I feel like Granbull's just really, really good. Like,
I mean,
every single Fairy type is better than the average Pokemon in this game. Just because it is such an overpowered typing to begin with. Like, Fairy is so good.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like, just like every Steel type is just usually better than the average Pokemon. Almost every Fairy type, especially in this game, is going to be better than the average Pokemon.
Yeah, I can agree. Scissor's easy A.
Easy A.
Shuckle's garbage.
Yeah, get out of here.
To all the Blissey Shuckle players, stop.
Stop it. Get some help. Heracross.
I mean, it has guts.
We get to do guts, facades things.
Yeah,
it's your bug and fighting. Like, you're
better than Pinsir.
Yeah.
Is it really a compliment, though? You're fine. You're worse than Scizor. You're better than Pinsir.
Base 85 speed. Kind of average bulk.
Like, honestly, yeah, your bulk.
I like this in B.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is going to be someone's draft league king.
Dude, literally reading my mind. Stop it.
This is going to be someome's draft league king. Hey, look, I found another NFE.
That's another not fully evolved. But, like...
This one's important because the abilities are different.
Yes.
This one is important.
I still think you slap it in the NFE tier just because, like...
Yeah, like, this one's still important. I need to fix some of these because these don't need to be here.
It and Murkrow are very similar.
Yeah.
Gen 2 Mons, I got a Gen 4 evolution. Both are dark type. Both evolutions are similar, but because the ability change makes them very different.
Yeah, like the ability changing is the huge factor.
You can move Lickitung up top too, where no one's playing Lickitung.
No one's playing Lickitung. Get out of here.
It's fine.
Yeah. Where are we at? Ursaring?
I've played against it. Guts is scary.
Yeah, man.
And that's when I brought out Wheezing and turned Guts off.
Noted.
When Guts isn't turned on, it's not very good because it's not hitting for a lot.
Yeah. I'm going to set it with Heracross because, again, it's just one of those Guts Pokemon that's really, really just like decent.
We'll get to it too, but Hariyama fills a very similar role as a slow Guts Pokemon, but Hari has a lot of things working towards it, such as Fake Out. You also have Sheer Force, so like there's a lot of things working towards Hari that Ursaring doesn't. The big thing that Ursaring has is Stab Facade.
Yeah, that's huge.
Honestly, is still a lot of damage.
Macargo, get out of here. Corsola, sorry. Octillery, get out of here.
No. Octillery's S tier.
No, it's not.
Delibird's about to be.
Yeah.
I have my draft league match tomorrow. That's already up on YouTube too. Go watch it. Clearly I won because Delibird was third. I legitimately am going to sweep with Delibird this week, and I cannot wait.
How good is Skarmory in this format? What does it do?
In doubles?
Like, in doubles, now that there's no Corviknight, like, being better than it.
And Eliki is gone. Still probably not a lot.
Okay. That's all I had here.
You lost safety goggles, which is kind of a big deal. You also lost heavy duty boots for singles. So, like, you still have sturdy. So you can just slap leftovers back on this thing. Like, this is a singles mon. You're not really doing anything with it here in doubles.
Yeah, I don't see anything crazy. We don't get, like, Tailwind or anything. Don't get anything cool like that.
You get Swagger, you get...
Sunny Day?
Taunt.
Cool.
I was scrolling through Twitter the other day and ran into one of NG's tweets where he's doing a DPEC draft league.
Yeah.
And his opponent brought Rain, and he brought Baneri and had Sunny Day on it.
That's nice. Houndoom.
What about it, man?
I don't know. I'm just getting us back on track.
It's like, sorry, whatever. Kingdra is probably your best rain sweeper.
I would put it.
I still don't think it's very good though.
I think it's the best rain sweeper you're gonna get, and I think being water dragons is important.
Yeah, I agree. But like you said, Fairy is a very good team.
Powerful type.
Very good typing. There we go. That's the word. But yeah, it's fine.
It's not. Gen 4 wasn't made to balance fairy types because you can tell it's just like Togekiss is just running through all these.
Yep.
Like, there's no steel types to worry about. Like Byron, there's a gym for steel.
It just doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Donphan. What does this thing do?
I actually don't know. I know I've played against it.
Sturdy and Sandvale.
Didn't know it had sturdy. That's cool.
Base 120 attack and defense, 90 base HP, 60 special attack, special defense, 50 base speed. I don't think it does anything.
Stab Earthquake.
That's cool if you ever get a move off.
Teams.
Yeah, if you get a move off, cool. That's what you play Hippowdon for, though, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Hippowdon also boosts his own defense. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Stantler has Intimidate.
So
automatically puts it at least D tier.
At least Deirdre, probably alongside Quillfish.
Yeah. Like, honestly, yeah. Smeargle, easy. Like, honestly, you could debate putting a tier for itself.
Yeah, you could say Smeargle tier and have it it's in its own spot.
I don't think there's ever been, like, a better VGC Pokemon, if you want me to be honest. Incineroar's really close.
Incineroar's really close. Togekiss and, like, Sword and Shield, like...
Even in this game, Togekiss is really good.
Yeah, Togekiss is really good in this game. Togekiss is really good in the limited dexes.
But Smeargle, dude...
Smeargle just does so much.
It does literally anything. And it's just so good.
Yep.
Like, for quite a while, I'm just like, oh, it's whatever. Everyone plays Smeargle because, Dark Void was a thing, and, like, that's what made it good. And it's like, no. Like, now that I've played with it, it is actually just absurd.
Yep. Hitmontop.
It has Intimidate, it has Fake Out. Like, it's probably your one of your best Intimidators.
It's in the top 3, I feel like, of Intimidators.
Yeah, easy. I think it's still Gyarados, Arcanine, and then Hitmontop, but yeah.
Miltank.
I can't rate Miltank because I haven't seen it in game, so I don't know the jiggle physics. I can't rate it, Carl.
Okay. Blissey.
Put it next to Shuckle because they're both terrible.
Get out of here.
Stop it.
Legendary Doggos. Katos, whatever you want to call them.
Beasts. Suicune's A tier.
Okay.
I think it's probably your best Tailwinds that are in the game.
That could be true.
Sorry, second, because you have Smeargle.
Yeah, that's true.
Why does this thing have access to it, dude?
Raichu.
Oh
Raichu feels like a solid seed pick, I feel like. Like, it's not great, but it's still, like, fast and hits hard.
I think it's better than Zapdos.
And it has Scald in this game.
I think it's better than Zapdos.
Think it's better than Zapdos?
I think you could probably move Zapdos, like, just swap those two. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Entei. Entei feels like a solid B.
Yeah, it's probably slightly higher than... I would put it at the very top of B.
Somewhere
I think it's worse than Suicune. I think it's probably better than Typhlosion, but that's only because it hasn't, like... Because you have Inner Focus...
You don't have to worry about Fake Out, Intimidate...
You're a physical Mon.
Sacred Fire's really, really good.
Especially when you're immune to Intimidate. Like,
yeah.
I think one of the biggest downfalls for Entei is losing Assault Vest.
Yeah.
Like, I know that sounds weird to say, but dude, it really is. Entei used to be really bulky because you could slap an Assault Vest on it.
Last Gen 2 Mon. Tyranitar.
Every time I've played against Tyranitar, I've beaten it. Like, I don't know what to do with that information.
I'd put it like in the middle. Like it's I treat it like Dragonite. Dragonite's okay. Tyranitar's
this is gonna sound really weird, but because Azumarill's really good, I think Tyranitar just isn't.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds absurd to say, because like if you literally just look at base stat totals, it doesn't make sense. But like when you actually look at like how the games play out, Tyranitar just hasn't felt good.
Yeah.
Like, every time I played against it, I'm just like, what are you doing?
Update on your football game for you.
Yep, that's... Yep. Who knew that the Cowboys were bad when you take away their two best receivers and 3 assistant coaches? Yeah, whatever, man.
Oh.
How did we gain 0 yards?
He ran it back.
Tony Pollard's really good, man.
Now that we took that little football break, we're going to get into the latter half of this thing. We got
We got 2 gens to go. Alright, time to bust these out.
New starters. Sceptile, Blaziken, Swampert.
Honestly, they're all probably like D tier.
Yeah.
The fact that you lost Terrain for Unburden is actually a pretty big deal.
Swampert was never that great to begin with, and
Blaziken's honestly going to be pretty decent for singles, but for the sake of like doubles, like Speed Boost just doesn't really matter. Like obviously you are going to become one of the fastest things on the field, but past that, I just don't really see it doing anything. I granted have not played with it, have not played against it, so I can't tell you, and it is still my favorite Pokemon, but I just don't know.
I had to see what Mighty Ena could do.
You have Intimidate. That's literally it. Your Dark type Intimidate.
You can play rough. It's kind of cool. You get Yawn.
You have Stab, Sucker Punch.
That's kind of cool.
You're on the same page as Quillfish and Stantler.
Yeah. Nope, not there. There you go.
Steelix should have Intimidate.
Yes.
Linoon's bad.
Yep.
Beautifly is garbage. Dustox is also garbage. Ludicolo. I think Ludicolo is probably better than Kingdra.
I think it's on par with Kingdra. Water Grass is a good typing, just like Water Dragon's a good typing. I think they're both equally fine. Not having a Salt Vest really hurts Ludicolo.
Agreed.
Whereas Kingdra didn't play Salt Vest to begin with, can get away with it. Ludicolo really
yours may not have. I have played a Salt Vest Kingdra.
Ludicolo really likes having it though, because you wanted to play those 4 damaging moves because you played Fake Out, whatever Ice, Grass, Water move.
My argument for Ludicolo versus Kingdra is like you have 2 relevant stab types versus Kingdra's basically 1. Like Stab Dragon doesn't really mean anything. The fact that fairies are very powerful and are just immune to it just doesn't mean anything. Plus you don't really have like good Stab Dragon moves. You have Draco. Which
Draco, Dragon Pulse,
like
Dragon Breath. You get to play physical Kingdra as well, so you get access to Dragon Claw.
You don't get Dragon Claw.
No, not Dragon Claw, but Dragon Outrage.
You get Outrage and Dragon Rush. Do we get Dragon Rush?
I don't know.
But Ludi, you also can just like play these 2 together, and it's just be fine. I don't see Dragon Rush on here. I don't see Dragon Rush at all. Pretty decent.
I don't even know if Dragon Rush is in this.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it was a, yeah. I don't even know if Dragon Rush is in this. I'm pretty sure it was a, yeah. 'Cause, like, I don't see Dragon Rush in here. I'm pretty sure it was a, yeah. 'Cause, like, I don't see Dragon Rush in here. I'm pretty sure it was a, yeah. 'Cause, like, I don't see Dragon Rush in here. I'm pretty sure it was a, yeah. See, Lugia has Dragon Rush. Obviously,
I was
Carl.
looking like say Lugia has it.
Obviously.
Yeah,
why? I don't know.
I don't know.
But like, I think one thing that really benefited Kingdra was Dynamax, because you were able to fire off Airstreams with Hurricane and be able to boost your speed and go faster than other things. Whereas like, Ludi wasn't really ever a Dynamax target because Airstream was a thing. So like, I don't know. I just, you can play either or.
I just don't think Ludicolo does enough. Like,
And
Ludicolo's cool as
I
your fake out,
understand.
as a fake out Swift Swimmer, but that's all it's doing.
I get it. I understand completely. You're not gonna get an argument from me.
Like, it's just, I just don't see what Ludicolo's stats just don't hold up into this format. Like, you are criminally just like slow. Like, you have to have Swift Swim up to actually outspeed things.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas Kingdra's decently fast still, so it's like
90? 85?
I think it's 85. No, it has to be 90. Because Kingdra gets to 150 max speed, which gets you to 300 in Swift Swim.
I don't know.
I remember those numbers. 85 gets you to 150 at plus nature, which gets you to 300. Whereas Ludicolo gets to like 234 or something like that. Yeah.
So you get to
134 gets you to
278. And that was the relevant number for
Alecki.
Yeah. I was gonna say Sword and Shield, but yeah, same thing. So like, sure, you're not the fastest, but it's whatever. They fill the very similar role.
Yeah.
And on the counterpoint, like, Shiftry is physical fake out chlorophyll user, but
Grass Dark isn't a good typing.
it's really not, man. Especially when Fairy's good.
How good is Swellow?
You have Guts. You're fast Ursaring. that's literally
You're fast, Ursaring, and immune to ground.
It's very relevant, but you're weak to Rock Slide.
Yep.
And because you're playing Guts, you don't have Focus Sash, and you probably really want Focus Sash.
Gardevoir.
It's fine. It hasn't gained anything in this game.
I'm gonna come back to this. Breloom. Because this one's interesting because this is one we've talked about a little bit, like off camera.
I don't know. Like, when I run into it, it feels fine, but when I've played with it, it's felt pretty poor. And I don't know if it's because I'm trying to force it or what, but it hasn't felt impressive. This is probably more of a singles mon, to be honest with you. You have Poison Heal, you have Effect Spore, you have Technician. All three are very good abilities. But like, I've tried like substitute Focus Punch
You
sets.
get Force Palm,
Yeah.
Rock Tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all boosted by Technician.
You have Bullet Seed as well.
Yeah.
Which is actually better than...
You have Mach Punch too.
That's a big one. You have Mach Punch, you have Bullet Seed as your 2-stab. You have Spore. The problem is your base 70 speed. So, like, you're not that fast. But, I mean,
base 130 attack's really good, though.
It really is. And, like, Breloom has a lot working for it.
I'll leave it in C for now.
It's probably better than I'm willing to admit.
This will probably be the one Intimidator that doesn't end up in D tier, just because Masquerain is literal garbage.
I literally can't argue.
Like, this thing is terrible.
Its typing is atrocious. If they could have made this water bug, I'd be all excited
water
for it.
bug, sure. But bug flying, why?
I hate it. It's stupid.
Garbage.
Stop it. You have Aqua Jet, which would be cool if Weakness Policy was in the game. You have Quiver Dance. Have I found a redeeming quality yet?
No.
Alright, cool. So then there's Slaking.
Is it S worthy or is it just A?
I don't even know if it's A, to be honest with you.
B.
It's definitely... Okay, so the thing about Slaking, and you and I have kind of talked about this, it does very similar things to Regigigas.
Yep.
The thing about Regigigas, though, is you still get to do things.
Yeah, you get to do things, whereas Slaking kind of sits there and has to take a turn off every turn.
But you both benefit from the same things, Worry Seed, which honestly, like, having like Prankster Worry Seed in this gen, which I don't think actually exists,
I think Whimsicott was the only
I'm pretty sure.
one.
Worry Seed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Whimsicott was the only one.
If Whimsicott existed, I'd be way more excited.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, you have less bulk than Regigigas, you're very reliant on doing your thing, it's just really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
When it's good, it is absolutely insane. It and Azumarill are honestly very, very similar. When you get to do your thing, it's just absurd. The power level of what you're doing versus what your opponent's doing when they don't have an answer to it just doesn't feel close.
Yeah.
But that's about where the similarities end. Because you're reliant on a 2-mon combo to do your thing, and it doesn't always work. It's not always the best thing. So, I don't know. Hey, there's your Vileplume.
Hey!
Next to Lumineon.
Yeah. Where do we want to put this thing?
Probably like D tier.
Okay.
It's like one of the worst chlorophyll users.
We said we'd find it eventually. It just took us an hour and a half. I was sorting through getting rid of some stuff. I put Ninjask, Cast Form, Spin Dub.
Did you bring Ice Cast Form? I want to specifically
all the way
talk
up
about
top.
it. Yeah, let's pull it out real quick. So Ice Cast Form looks the coolest.
That is true.
That's all I got. That's.
Well, I will put it down here for you.
Thank you.
I put the Plusle Love Disc, Spinda, Cast Form, Ninjask,
does
Shedinja.
Cast Form, Shiny Form actually work in game now?
Ah.
Can someone confirm this for me? Because I know they have Shiny Forms thanks to Go now, whereas previously they didn't.
You're tied up.
What did we do? All right, hold on. Football break.
Football pause. Punted.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna not watch because things go bad when I watch, evidently. Where were we at? What were we looking up?
We were getting ready to talk about Xploud because I was talking about what I put down in here.
Xploud. I feel like I should be more excited about this because it's on my draft league team. But dude, I don't know. You have Throat Spray, you have Hyper Voice, you have Boom Burst.
Yes.
So like, you could probably do something. But past that, I don't know. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think it's better than like all the D tier mons.
Okay.
I think we have Breloom actually too low. The more I look at this, yeah, that's probably about right.
Hariyama. This was one.
This is probably like A tier, if not higher.
I like A. S seems a little strong for this thing.
Dude, every time I played against Hari, it's just like, man, this thing is really threatening.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't have an answer, this thing just like punches me really hard.
Delcatty, Normalize, doesn't do anything.
Normalize
Sableye
is garbage.
I like Sableye and like B.
It's probably the best prankster mon in the game.
We could do that then.
What other prankster
I
mons
Lied. There is another Intimidator that's going to go in F tier.
Man, you ever just miss Megas?
No.
At least you're honest, man.
No, I don't.
No. What did we do? I feel like you moved something else. Can you look up prankster mons for me?
Prankster.
That's where we were at. I want to see, like...
Fun fact, we were getting ready to talk about two of them. Volbeat and Illumise.
I didn't know they both had it.
Yeah.
I know one of them gets Tail Glow. Do they both get Tail Glow?
Depends on if they kept it in the game. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, because Manaphy has it.
Yeah.
I know for sure it's in the game.
Yep. Volbeat has it. I don't think Illumise does.
I mean, they're both Lightning Bug Pokemon, right?
But one's the male. The males light up the tail. That's the thing.
And there's your etymology lesson of the day.
There you go. You learned something new. Yeah, Volbeat gets it.
Okay, so what do we do now? Well, okay, I mean, like, Tail Glow Baton Pass is not the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you
Pass
survive.
doesn't have negative priority, right?
Not that I know of.
So, like, It doesn't help us.
I know. I was looking to see.
So, what is the best thing to pass +3 special attack into? Can you sort my special attack for me?
Sure can. It's not gonna help you much. Alakazam,
Easy.
Porygon Z, Espeon, Gengar, Heatran.
Alright, Heatran doesn't sound atrocious.
Latios, Magnezone.
So the thing is, like, honestly, Volbeat passing into Heatran doesn't sound awful because you could, like, everything that Volbeat is weak to, Heatran resists.
Yeah.
Fire, flying...
Rock.
You're neutral to
You're
rock.
neutral to rock, but that's fine.
Is that it? Those are the 3?
Yeah, those are the bug weaknesses. And Volbeat gets to protect your Heatran from fighting.
Carl, I have a job for you. I need to message Aaron.
Uh-oh.
He was working on Volbeat.
Medicham, Pure Power.
That's like all it does, right?
Is that better than most of these F-Mons? Is that better than Parasect?
It punches things really hard. You have a higher attack stat than Azu.
Manectric.
Lightning Rod?
I think so. Yeah.
You're worse than Raichu in like every single way. You look less cool. Your stats are worse.
This thing does nothing. Get out of here.
You have Gluttony, Carl.
No, that ain't enough.
Alright, cool.
Because I don't think
Sharpedo's
do we have like Philodrum? No. Get out of here. Sharpedo is fast. That is true.
I can't remember what it was, but there was some mon I played against that had Belly Drum, and I'm just like, what?
Sharpedo is fast. Also dies to a ham sandwich.
I didn't realize how terrible its defenses were.
Get out of here. Whale Lord
is not fast and doesn't die to a ham sandwich.
No. But it also just I don't think it just doesn't do anything.
You have you play Lopunny after you Water Spout.
Okay.
That's the best I got.
Okay. Camerupt.
You have Solid Rock.
That is true. You also have Anger Point.
You also have Magma Armor, so you can't get frozen by Cress's Ice Beam.
Neat.
That's not enough. It's not very good.
No.
You're like worse Mag Cargo in every way.
Join Sharpedo. Grumpig. I don't know what this thing does.
Actually, it has Oblivious.
Thick Fat Own Tempo Gluttony.
Alright, none of those are actually very relevant.
Own Tempo's immune to Intimidate, but you have like no attack.
Oh, good lord, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah.
These stats are really terrible.
Stay down there.
90 special attack, 110 defense is not awful.
No. Flygon. I can put you in D, Flygon. That's about all I can do. It's better.
I want it to be good.
Yeah, we want it to be good.
This like that's honestly what D tier is. Just like, man, I wish this mon was better. Whereas like D tier, like F tier is just like this doesn't do anything.
Cacturn.
You have Water Absorb, which is just worse Storm Drain. Even if they replaced Water Absorb with Storm Drain, it still is not.
You're
that
not
good.
Maractus.
I wish you were.
Altaria.
Cloud9.
Works for me.
I legitimately think that's all.
70
I think it's worse than
offenses.
Cotton Guard?
You get Dazzling Gleam, which is kind of neat for
so
a dragon
you can go
type.
Follow Me plus Substitute into Cotton Guard.
Oh, we have Perish Song.
We also have Tailwind?
Neat.
Okay, like actually though.
Hold up, Captain.
I think this is like a solid C tier mon.
Yeah. We're learning all this stuff before the draft league. It's gonna be great.
Like worst part is I played against Altaria in draft league before, and I didn't know it does these things.
Yeah. Zangoose, Viper, Lunatone, Solrock.
I think these are all F tier.
Oh no, we talked about Zangoose before, right?
It has toxic damage,
toxic something,
poison damage,
toxic boost.
Yeah, there we go.
It was the toxic boost. When it's poisoned, you get You get a choice band.
Okay, like, honestly, this is probably... I want it to be... It's so unique, dude.
I will put it in D. It's better than these guys.
I agree. It's better than Plusle and Minun.
Yeah. Wishcash, Crawdon, not Corphish.
What's the other one that has Wishcash's typing? Oh, yeah, Gastrodon. Yeah, so, like, F tier.
Crawdon, adaptability?
Adaptability, Aqua Jet is cool, but that's about all.
It's better than most of these ones.
Yeah.
Claydol.
What about it?
I don't know.
I'm playing against it this week in Draft League, and I'm ready to lose to it because I haven't looked into what it does.
A lot. Fossils, Cradily, Armaldo.
Cradily still has Storm Drain, so like it protects your fire types.
I can see. Again, Swift Swimmer.
Honestly, Cradily is probably a good answer to Azu.
Probably. Having access to Sludge Bomb is really good.
And like being able to be immune to Aqua Jet. So like if you set up Trick Room, like that's what Azu wants to do is just Aqua Jet you inside Trick Room.
Yep. Armaldo's probably the better Swift Swimmer just because it's not another water type.
But you're also weak to water.
Yeah.
So, like, it's super counterproductive.
But a lot of the times, if you're playing this, you're bringing this out against a team that doesn't have a water type.
Also, isn't it, like, base 40 speed?
Base 45.
That doesn't help your case.
Better than base 40.
I think it's worse than Kabutops.
I don't know.
I honestly would be happy swapping those two.
No.
That's fair.
I'll move it down. I'm not swapping them.
Milo's awesome.
Milo's amazing. Get up here.
I haven't ran into it once.
But I know it's amazing.
Yep. Honestly, you could probably make the same argument for T-Tar, but...
I don't know what you do.
Yeah, solar power.
Oh, yeah, this thing has solar power, doesn't it?
It's not good.
Grass flying.
You're really bad.
Really bad. Banette. I don't even know what Banette does.
Its Mega has Prankster.
Yeah, that doesn't help us. It has Frisk. Dazzling Gleam as a ghost type's kind of cool. Knockoff. Pain
Split.
You get to be kind of this weird Thunderbolt, Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp.
Meh.
Imprison, Phantom Force.
Kind of off this thing.
Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Chameko.
Literally nothing?
I think so.
You have Levitate. I legitimately think that's the best thing it has going for it. Your stats are awful.
Anything cool?
Heal Bell.
Perish Song.
Healing Wish.
Wish. Yawn.
God, your stats are so terrible.
Yeah, you can stay down there. Absol.
Super Luck. Glalie has Moody.
No. I ain't playing that RNG game. Nope.
Look, man, Smeargle does it, and it's stupid.
Nah, I don't even do that. Walrein. You're fine. Huntail Gorbis. Huntail's a swift swimmer? Is Gorbis a swift swimmer?
Yes.
Yes.
Meh.
You can join them.
To be fair, it's not a physical swift swimmer, which is what the rest of that group is.
Golduck would like to...
Oh yeah, duh. There we go.
There, I organized them.
Thank you.
Relicanth.
Also a swift swimmer?
I actually don't know. Yeah.
Sure, man.
Also a physical swift swimmer. You can join the club.
I think it's worse than Polywrath, just for what it's worth.
I mean, it's the same type as Kabutops.
Yeah, but like it's slower. Base 55 is really bad.
Yeah. You also got base 130 defense.
Yeah, that's true. Still bad.
Salamence, get up here.
Intimidate's good.
Is it in the upper echelon of Intimidators?
I honestly think so. I think if Garchomp's going to be as good as it has been for me, like having an immunity to Earthquake is really good.
Mm-hmm. Metagross.
Hot take, I haven't been impressed with it.
I haven't seen it. I think it's still a B.
I still think Clear Body's absurd.
Speaking of Clear Body.
So we need to talk about the Reggies.
I would just put them all here.
For whatever reason, the way you obtain the legendaries in this game gives them all their hidden abilities.
We're slacking.
So as a result, your Reggies no longer have access to Clear Body, which is honestly one of the big redeeming factors for them. As a result, though, you don't have to grind for ability patches for the mons that you normally would, such as Mewtwo and the dogs and Zapdos. They just naturally have it. The downside is you really want it on the Reggies. You really want their base ability. So, I don't know.
They're fine indeed. They can sit there and run. I moved Regigigas to B alongside Slaking. While we're on there, just subject to Reggies.
Yeah, you're
Made
fine.
no sense. Lottie Twins.
They have Tailwind.
Yeah, they have Tailwind.
They're
base 110 speeds.
I've gotten smacked by Latios.
I bet that hurts.
It did.
I could put them in B. We are finally on to Gen 4.
Alright, let's talk about the best mons in the game. Infernape, it's really good as Fake Out. It has Fake Out and it has Faint.
Empoleon.
It has Defiant for some reason.
Yeah, it's still good. Like, Water Steel's still really good.
It's a very good typing.
Its ability just garbage. And then Torterra, you can just hide down here and see. That's fine.
I don't even think it's that high.
No, as someone who's been playing with Torterra, your bulk is insane.
Is it? Okay.
Grass types just aren't that good in this format.
Sure.
They really aren't. Like, grass types just struggle. Staraptor. Intimidate. That's all I got on it.
So if you scroll down a little bit, you're gonna see the rest of the group of Intimidators. Just slap it in with them.
This with them? Right there? Because that's where the rest of the Intimidators are.
Where's the other group of Intimidators?
You mean the ones that are really good?
No. The very decent, okay
You
ones.
mean the one that's right here as Taurus?
No, I thought we had some in D tier. I thought
Oh,
we had
you want like talk about like?
Yeah,
it's better than those, I think.
I think it's on par with them. It's better than Mightyena.
You could just hide down here, Barbarrel.
No,
okay.
hold on.
It's okay, Barbarel.
No. It has Simple. Simple is actually bonkers. What
Hey, I found another
boosting
Intimidator.
moves does B-Barrel get? Bib.
Bip.
It also has Moody.
Alright,
hold on.
Sword Stance?
We have Curse.
Yeah.
I kind of want to sweep people with Curse B-Barrel.
Oh, God. We have Sword Stance. Just do that.
Yeah, but that doesn't give me a defense boost.
We get Bulk Up? No. Of course not. Of course we don't get the fun one. Of course we don't get the fun one.
Yawn. Yeah, alright, this thing's garbage.
Told you.
I tried, man. I was gonna try really hard.
Roserade's probably in like the same vein as all these random grass types. It's just not very good. It does sleep powder things.
I tried to make Roserade work too because it has Technician.
Yeah.
The problem is like your best grass type move for Technician is
Where'd I put you? Where'd I drop you? You could both just.
God, I don't even remember. It was really bad.
What does Motham do?
Literally no idea. Where'd you put the rest of the Wormadams?
I threw the other two up here. I know they're different, but like
it's literally their typing that's different.
Yeah, like this is the best typing of the bunch. This is the bug ground one.
It's still really bad.
It's still really bad, but this is the best typing of the bunch because the other one's bug steel and then the other one's bug grass. This is the best of the bunch.
Vespiquen.
If I remember right, this thing's slow, right?
It's not that slow.
Vespiquen?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
I didn't realize
bulky
it was
slow.
that slow.
Yeah, it's bulky
this
slow.
is on my draft league team. I didn't realize how slow this was.
Oh my goodness.
I am well prepared.
I can tell.
Teleport's gonna sweep people all season.
I hope. Floatzel. This was the other Swift Swimmer that we were just like, this thing's fast. This thing's powerful.
But it's so frail.
It's the best physical one though because you just hit everything hard, and if you don't have rain, you're still fast.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Cherim.
It's really unique.
What that tells me is to put it with the rest of the grass types.
I think you should probably put it in with the rest of the chlorophyll abusers. I think it is on par with like Venu and Victory Bell.
The difference is it's not a speed boost for Cherim.
It's not.
It's just gives your team just it's +1 special attack +1 special defense, right? Or +1 attack +1 special defense.
Yes. So like the problem is okay, because this isn't a restricted format, we can't pair it with man.
Yeah, it's +1 attack +1 special defense. So it's like
garbage.
If you're playing it alongside like Entei, cool.
The problem is you have to set manual sun then.
Well, no, you just swap Cherim in.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Like you're thinking about having Cherim on the field, you just swap Cherim in.
Yeah, it's probably on par with like Victory Bell.
Yeah. Gastrodon, get up here.
This thing's really good.
Get up here. Get up here. Ambipom.
I tried to make it work.
Not very good?
Not really.
I feel like it's a fast fake out, and you got like
it's really fast. And you have Technician boost on your fake out too, so like you have stab Technician boost, so it actually does a lot of damage. And that's about where it ended with Ambipom.
If U-turn was just 10 power less.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, fake out.
Like, it's such a unique
Aerial
Pokemon,
Ace is kind of cool.
But I haven't been impressed with it.
You get to do justified things with it.
Yeah, like, Ambipom Lucario actually sounds kind of cool.
I'll leave Ambipom and B. It's a decent fake out mon. There's some synergies there that we haven't been explored yet.
Probably.
This thing isn't as good as we want it to be.
Only because seeds are basically non-existent. Are they even in the game?
Not that I'm aware
I
of.
can't imagine they are since we don't have terrain setters.
We don't have the setters, but the terrain stuff's in the game, so they might have added them in there as battle tower reward stuff. I don't know.
Probably not.
Lopunny.
What about it?
I don't know. You're the one playing with it.
Look, just because it took me literally 3 hours to grind for it to evolve without leveling it up doesn't mean I like it.
Miss Magius.
What about it?
I don't know. Haunch Crow. We've played this before. This thing's actually decent.
Is it better than Nidoqueen though?
Yeah.
Is it better than Are we seriously gonna put Haunch Crow above Tyranitar? I don't buy this for half a second.
I would. The reason we don't like Tyranitar is because Tyranitar just gets blown up by Azumarill.
And Togekiss. And Garchomp. I don't know. I'm not sold on it.
Haunch Crow actually has like decent speed behind it.
Yeah, 71's not awful. 125 attack is also pretty decent. And like you can just slap a Focus Sash on it and then like pick up AKO with it.
Yeah.
I'm not alright, It's probably not as bad as I think it is.
Like
that's the nicest thing I'm gonna say about Haunch Crow today.
Perugly, Skunk Tank. What do these two do? This thing's got one of the better typings, right? And then this thing has Defiant.
It has Defiant, Fake Out.
It's faster than Primeape. But it's not a fighting type. It's a normal type.
Close combat, but you do get Fake Out.
I could put it in C.
I really want to play with Primeape, man.
We'll get there. Skunk Tank. I don't know what this thing does. Aftermath?
It has Aftermath and
Stench?
Destiny Bond? I feel like it did something at one point. I don't remember what it was. I had it in Monotype League, and I did something with it.
Football update, we're tied in an overtime.
Yeah, I kind of been keeping track, but not really. I don't know. What else we got?
Bronzong.
It's worse Cresselia?
I still think that's A tier. Like,
I think it's worse than the Slow Twins too.
I don't. You get to turn off one of your weaknesses. Whichever one you want it to be. Levitate or Heat Proof. Levitate's obviously the best one because you just are immune to it.
Yeah, because like how many fire types are actually running around
exactly
right now?
You could just stay down here.
Doesn't do anything. Spiritomb I think is cool.
I don't think it's like
it's not Sableye.
No. You come here.
Nope. Yep.
You want it up here?
Yep.
Even with this thing running around?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because here's the thing about Garchomp. You're absurdly fast. You hit like an absolute
That means
truck.
nothing in the face of like Aqua Jet.
You live Aqua Jet, actually.
You live Aqua Jet, a +6 Aqua Jet 100% of the time.
Every time I've gone against Garchomp, it's lived.
A +6 Aqua Jet?
Yeah, you can actually spec it to live.
Where's my Pikalytics?
Are we... we are... Mine is Adamant.
Let me get...
Adamant, huge power. 252.
I have to fix the nature still.
Oh, I thought you did.
I did, and it didn't save it.
Whatever. 6.
Like, it's a roll. So they have to...
That's also with 0 bulk.
Like, they have to invest in bulk, but then you're losing to every other Garchomp.
I'm just saying.
Like, it does not seem worth it, because you want to be max speed.
There have definitely been times where I've gone for it, and I've not picked up the Garchomp.
That's because it's a roll.
Yeah, I realize that now. I haven't done the calc.
Yeah, so like you have if you invest you have to invest 196 over 196 into EV HP to survive guaranteed, but then you have 50 EVs to put into attack. That is not worth it.
Yeah, probably not.
Like,
you could be slow and be slow. You could be Scarf. You could be bulky Scarf.
Like
what if you're...
What
does 252 Jolly get you to?
252 Jolly is 169.
Okay. So Scarf automatically outspeeds that.
Yeah. But then you're locked into whatever move, and if it's the last one, a Azumarill comes out and you're locked into a dragon move, you're just done.
Yeah, true. But that's why you also play Earthquake. So, I just looking at this, you definitely can win the Azu matchup 1-on-1.
I just don't think Garchomp is that good. I don't think it's as good.
I do.
I don't, because, like, you have Togekiss in this format, and it just walls you.
You also pair it with Togekiss, too.
Like, you have to have something to beat Togekiss on your Garchomp, and then you're locking yourself into a move that can miss.
So, every team I've built went, okay, do I have a Togekiss answer? How do I beat Azu? How do I beat Garchomp? Those have been, like, the big 3 mons that I am worried about with every team I build.
Let's knock some of these out real quick. These bottom tiers.
Yeah, we can throw like all the genies down here. I don't think any of them do anything. Frostlass is you have Frost Breath.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Evolutions are pretty bad.
Yep.
The Yanmega, you have Speed Boost, but that's about all you do. Lumineon also is a Swift Swimmer.
Lumineon is a Swift Swimmer, but not very good.
So it's like the other Swift Swimmers, but really bad.
Yeah.
So I think this might be like the 1 F tier Swift Swimmer.
You can talk me into it.
Hippo sets sand and you're bulky?
Yeah, like this thing's at least a decent C.
I think it's probably up there with T-Tar, to be honest.
Like it's at least a C. Drapion doesn't do a whole lot, but it's
actually a very decent crest counter. The problem is even if you crit your Night Slash, it's still a 2-hit KO.
Yeah. Like, pray to God that the thing next to Crest isn't just spamming Earthquake.
Yep.
Toxicroak. I want you to be good, bub.
You have Fake Out.
You have Fake Out, you have Sucker Punch.
You do a lot that's really good, but just not enough.
Carnivine, I did not know what this thing did until I looked it up. It has Levitate. That's kind of cool.
What?
Yeah. Did you not...
Carl, I can count on one hand the number of times I've fought against a Carnivine, and all of them are in a main series Pokemon game.
Carnivine, Levitate.
Okay, what do we do?
I have no clue.
All right, cool. F.
Swords Dance.
Yep.
Oh. Rage Powder.
Oh.
Worry Seed. That's kind of whatever.
Meh.
The Rage Powder's kind of cool though. Sleep Powder.
But you're slow.
I know we're slow. I was just looking at things it gets access to.
Yeah, I'm kind of off this thing, but like it's kind of cool. Unique.
Get out of here. No one likes you, Obama Snow.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, former President Barack Obama.
Weavile. Where do we put Sneasel? In the NFE? Okay.
Yeah, it's NFE. So Weavile's probably like B tier.
I just don't think it's that good.
I think Sneasel is probably better.
Sneasel is better than Weavile. So I would put Sneasel in B if I was like throwing it in there. And so Weavile's in C. It's just
I would agree.
It's not that great.
Lucario has Follow Me.
Does it really? Does it get access to that? Okay.
It actually has access to Follow Me.
That's at least puts it in B.
And you can like Justified Beat Up.
Yeah, we could do that A.
That's and fine. Like you have Extreme Speed.
Licky's Cloud 9.
This is an Aaronmon. I don't know what it does, man.
D.
I know he sent me replays of it, and I've watched them, and I still honestly couldn't tell you. Every time I've fought against Tangrowth, I've lost. It's Furret and Tangrowth. I have a 0% win rate against currently.
Weren't they on the same team?
Yeah, that's why.
Electivire, Magmorik, and Licky can all be down here. Magnezone's decent. It's like the best Togekiss counter you can get right now. The one downside is you don't have Air Balloon.
Which I honestly think is actually a huge bane.
Like,
I think it lack of Air Balloon drops it from a B to a C.
Yeah, like if you had Air Balloon, it's an easy B. You get Shuka Berry, I think.
Which I just isn't enough.
It is for Garchomp. You can survive it from Garchomp. Yeah. And then take out the Togekiss sitting next to it, and then your Garchomp gets to do the thing. Gliscor, I don't know what this thing does.
It's fine. Like, I've played with it. Being able to set up a Swords Dance and then just punch things is actually not the worst.
I love PZ. I think this thing's better than people are giving it credit for.
I haven't played with or against it, but I want to.
I don't know what you do. Glade's Justified?
Yes.
Is that it?
Sure. I'm going to check on the Cowboys game while you do that.
Here. Boop.
Come on, boys! Alright, gotta switch off of it.
Okay.
Well, I can't watch it for too long, Carl. They'll lose.
That's true.
We're currently in overtime tied at 33.
Probopass.
What about it?
I don't know.
I actually don't know
I don't know what it does. That's why I was asking you.
We have Sturdy?
Sturdy, Magnapool, and Sandforce. Really good bulk. Like, our HP's garbage, but defenses are really good. Bulk. I'll put you in.
I might. Like, can you pull up its moves for me?
It's Rock Steel, so you have a 4x weakness. You get Dazzling Gleam, Discharge, Double Edge, Earth Power, Earthquake.
You get Iron Defense.
You want to be a special attacker, probably. Which is weird for a Rock Steel type.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, go back. Yeah, I wanna look here. You get Power Gem for Stab.
Yep.
Earth Power's decent coverage. Flash Cannon for Stab. You get Stealth Rock, you get Taunt, you get Volt Switch.
Ooh.
Thunder Wave. This thing's actually really cool. Does it do anything? Probably not, but I'm really interested.
It's good enough to go to D. Good enough to go to D for me. Dusknoir. This is probably just a D2.
It's like bottom of the barrel Trick Room setters. You're immune to Fake Out, which is worth something. But like, why play Dusknoir when you can play Crest?
Exactly. These three, I'm glad these three were the end. Because
I haven't played against a single Heatran, and I think that's actually very criminal.
Like, Heatran's scary in this format.
I honestly think so. Like, you have to worry about Garchomp. You have to worry about Garchomp. Like, looking at your S tier, you get one shot by Azumarill if they're set up, which obviously is very bad. Don't do that. Don't get one shot. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the mons we have in S, Heatran's like the one I think we're a little high on.
Heatran's a monster. I will be the first to tell you.
I'm not disagreeing. I think Heatran is very good. But, like, I think Heatran's insane when you have other fire types around that are also good. And right now, like, looking at our A tier, the ones that are firing off big fire attacks are, like, exactly Torkoal and Charizard, really.
The thing that makes Heatran good is the fact that it's a 4x fairy resist.
That's also true.
That's the big thing.
Like you're a very good Togekiss answer.
You're the anti Togekiss in this game. Like yes, the Garchomp sitting next to it's going to take you out, but that's what Cresselia or Rotom are for.
Counterpoint: you also lost Air Balloon.
Yeah.
Which again, like if you're going to drop down Magnezone literally for that. Granted, Magnezone's like 4x weakness.
Magnezone is slow.
Actually, yeah, they're both.
They're both 4x. Magnezone's just slow.
And like, Heatran can play Shuka better than Magnezone can. Yeah. If you want my honest opinion, I think Heatran. Again, I haven't played against a single one. I don't think, And I'm very surprised by that, because I think it's way better than people want to give it credit for. And honestly, when I first started working on this format, I forgot that the legendaries were even legal. Until my first match I played against Suicune, I'm like, oh yeah.
Like, this one is a team. Like, these ones right here plus Smeargle's a team. Bam.
I mean, honestly, you could drop Togekiss for Smeargle and then play Azu. And then just play those 6.
Oh, I just don't like having double water.
Yeah, sure, whatever. So play Rotom Mow.
No. Rotom Mow's garbage.
It actually is better than you want to give it credit for.
Leaf Storm is your only grass type attack.
Yeah, that's still fine.
No, then you have to switch out.
And?
Because you don't want to... You can't free Nasty Plot anymore.
You can next to Smeargle.
Once.
That's all you need.
No, because it drops you every time. The reason Rotom Wash is the best Rotom form
is that it's the best.
It's got the best of the bunch.
Yeah. It has the best sub attack.
Yeah.
So, like, sure, you have Rotom Frost, which has Blizzard.
And Rotom Fan, which
doesn't exist.
Air Slash.
I'm playing against it this week in Draft League 2. I'm ready for Delibird is going to run the table this week, I hope.
You hope.
They don't have a fire type, I don't think.
I'd be more worried about a rock type.
Claydol is ground?
Yeah. It probably gets Ancient Power.
Let me pull up their team. I have my 6 set. But you probably aren't going to be able to convince me otherwise.
Oh, I could be very convincing.
Did I pin those?
I don't know.
I did. Okay. So their 11 is Guzzlord, Gourgeist, Impidimp, Sock, Claydol, Avalugg, Darumaka, Rotom Fan, Drizzile, Roselia, Baneri.
I believe Avalugg gets access to Rock Slide. Claydol gets access to Ancient Power. I know that one for a fact. Sock probably also gets access to Rock Slide.
I just got a notification from Hulu that the Raiders game is starting. The Raiders-Cowboys game is starting. Hulu, I think you're a little late there, buddy. Did we... Dang it! I hate this game.
Womp womp. Hey, the other game started. Just in time.
Yep. Cowboys suck.
Cowboys suck.
Did I screw up by not starting Dak in Fantasy? That's the real question.
Maybe.
I'm looking.
I could tell you like 2 seconds.
I could too.
Just based off his stats.
25. Oof. Yeah.
That's a lot. But, like, who is...
I'm showing this game is still going.
It says it's over.
There it goes. There's the final.
It says it's over.
Womp.
You're playing... The other one's Cam. Cam's starter.
Yeah.
Cam's
against... playing at Miami.
Here you go. Like, this tells you. Right here. This is why. This is why you're starting him.
Yep.
32nd in defense. Like, this is why.
I need Cam to pull me a win.
Yep.
It'll be all right.
It'll happen.
I also have Mark Ingram and the Buffalo defense playing tonight. Yeah, sure. So, is that the tier list? Getting back to the video that we're currently recording.
I think this is it. I don't want to change anything, like, drastically.
I think, obviously, some of the lower tier mons you could probably move up.
Yeah,
there's like the upper tier mons. I think we're really high on Furret, but I also think, like... I think we're really high on, like, Furret and Primeape. And probably Empoleon.
Gotta have some hot takes, man. Otherwise,
I'm not
disagreeing.
I'm not disagreeing.
I think anything from C up is playable.
Honestly, some of the mons in D are, like, they're super niche.
And there's some here that, you like, if you need a roll, you can grab it from here and be fine. Most of these F mons, though,
There's something that does the same thing better.
Yeah, I would advise against play most of these. And then these NFEs, like, you can play P2, which I've
played against P2.
There is a deep dive up talking about that. You can play with Murkrow, you could play with, like, Ditto, Sneasel, all that stuff.
So, I think I'm satisfied.
I am also satisfied. Are you ready to get out of here?
I think so.
This is a 2-hour episode. Everybody's getting extra stuff today.
I can't wait for them to scroll through and them to tear us a new one for putting T-Tar in C.
I just don't think it's that good right now.
I think it has a lot of problems that are all in S tier.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in the upper tiers above it.
If you look at S tier, literally everything answers Tyranitar.
Like Cresselia is the one thing that
Which
doesn't immediately.
You have Ice Beam, you'll be fine.
You can throw in Moonblast too.
That's hot. I didn't actually realize I got that.
I mean, it's the lunar Pokemon.
Oh, the reason you play Ice Beam is for Garchomp.
Yeah, you play Ice Beam for Garchomp. But instead of Psychic, you could play a Fairy move.
Yeah.
If that's what you're writing.
Yeah, sure. Because then you have better matchups against Dark types. As opposed to Fighting and Poison, which sure, man, whatever. I don't need those. So, I think that's it. I think we're locking it in.
Yeah, locked in.
Save it right now.
Boop.
So here in, I don't know, whenever the format actually becomes an actual format, we can come in and talk about it.
Sounds good.
So, I think we're done. I think we're getting out of here.
We're getting out of here.
All right, everyone. We're going to go eat some turkey. I'm very excited.
I hope it's been doing okay. It's been in the oven for about 2 hours now. It's been in there for a while.
So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. If you're not listening on YouTube, go do that. We have videos going up every day of the week, so go follow us there and all that good stuff. While you're at it, you can follow us on Twitter at LR Lessons, myself at Mr. Missouri 25, and Carl at Musical VGC. This next week, I'm on vacation, so I'm probably going to be streaming over on Twitch. You can follow me there at Mr. Missouri 25, and Carl's at Musical as well if you want to drop him a follow and a sub, because Carl likes money to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
I mean, I do too, but, I would rather you get the money.
Yeah.
You do everything. I'm just a face.
Yeah, you're just a pretty face that we have.
Let's see. Go and check out the website, where you can find a couple articles we have written up. You can check out the merch page, which helps keep the lights on as well. And then you get some, actual cool stuff out of it as well.
All those stickers are really, really cool.
We haven't ordered those, have we? We don't have any.
No, we don't have any to show off right now, but I've worked really hard on getting them lined up to be good die cut stickers. And I think some of them are really cool. There's the shiny LRO High one that's on the Discord. It's its own little sticker now. There's the Draft League sticker. And
someone needs to buy these so we can get a message saying, hey, these are great.
Yeah.
And then we have an endorsement for it.
Exactly.
Merch page, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
Discord.
Go check out the Discord. That's always down in the show notes. Our Discord community is fantastic. And that's where you can interact with us every day. So I think that's it. I'm going to go rage about the Cowboys for a little bit and be sad. Stuff myself full of turkey and then take a nap.
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.